What's going on, everybody? This is Awkward, and I got my buddy here, Brian, from Geek Squire's own Brian here on the line with me. You know, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm wonderful. I'm sitting in my car right now because I couldn't find a quiet place to do this. So
gotta try it somehow. We figured we're gonna do like a two-parter. Batman v Superman review for Tuesday, and then WrestleMania 32 review on Thursday. So 2 for 1. Of our lovely voices. If I can speak right.
Y'all get a 2 for 1 special right now.
2 for 1, yes indeed. First off, Batman v Superman.
This movie has been in the making for 7-8 years now.
We wanted it for years. But I would say, them filming everything, I believe 3 years that they've been doing this shit.
They announced it at I think right after Man of Steel came out,
right?
The promotion for it, and they were at Comic-Con. They just gave a teaser.
Yeah, from the Dark Knight Returns,
and the logo for it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
Matter of fact, they didn't even have a Batman at that moment.
They had it was just the Man of Steel S.
Yeah,
had the new Bat logo.
But Ben Affleck wasn't even casted at that time when they did that. If I can remember right.
They had no casting. They just all they had was just the name, and that's it. There was no casting except for Henry Cavill, who obviously was going to be Superman.
Which was enough for everybody to lose their shit. But matter of fact, you're right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was about 7 years because everybody remembers the the Will Smith movie. Was it Last Man Alive or no? I Am Legend. Which had him, he walked by the dang movie sign that says Batman, Superman, which was a long time ago, so it finally happened now. Now it's finally happened. We got it. We digested it. You finally got to watch it. I got to see it on the second day. Oh no, I guess the first day I went to go see it. I went to got to go see it. By the way, it was hard to really watch it because I had kids crying. Notes to all parents: do not bring your kids to a movie theater if they're 2 years old. They do not have the capability to watch a movie for 2 hours straight. They just don't. Their attention span is not there. If it's not Dora, it's not going to happen. So, but yeah, one thing I gotta say, the movie was
long.
Oh my god, it felt long. I never thought there was some parts in the movie that I thought, okay, so it's over, right? This is it, it's done. But it kept going, and it's just you never want. You don't want a movie.
This was a 3-hour movie.
Exactly, about 2 hours and 45 minutes, but it felt like my whole life. And I really thought, okay, so it's over, right? It's about to happen. This is over. But they just kept adding to it and adding to it. And right now, we're going to do spoilers because why in the hell not? We're not going to save anything because you should have seen the movie by now. If you haven't seen it, you probably heard the reviews and everything because there's so many mixed reviews for this movie. People
really, I didn't understand because I went into the open mind. And after watching the movie, it was almost like the reviewers never actually read the comic books. Someone may have, I might be overthinking it, but the fact they combined 3 different storylines from DC, from Doomsday to the New 52 formula.
I thought it was 5. I could have sworn it was 5 different stories into there.
I saw 3. If you add in DC Online, you might get 4 from just the battle armor that Bruce was wearing.
Right.
But you had Doomsday, Justice League being formed, the origin, and the Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Oh, and also you had a sequel that they tried to put in there too. You know, they had to try to put a sequel, squeeze that in there. You know, from the last one. You know, try to this is a sequel too. You know, not just a spin-off or whatnot. So they had that in there.
It takes place 18 months after Man of Steel. So this is a sequel.
Yeah.
This is also a reboot for Batman, which we need a round of applause for Ben Affleck, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect him to do well as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Right.
But he knocked it out the park. He did an amazing job
Ben
as
Affleck,
Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Ben Affleck was my favorite thing of the whole movie. Honestly, he was my favorite. I think he played a great Batman and a great Bruce Wayne. I just feel like the direction, because he has to get it from Zack Snyder, but you know, with the story, they got to fit that into the story. But I think if and when he does the sequels to the 3 movies that he's doing, that Ben Affleck is going to be producing and directing and all that. He's friends with Kevin Smith, one of my heroes. He's been around comic books for the longest time. He's not a dummy, so he knows what's out there.
Kevin Smith, you know something about comics.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you have to. And then you have a plethora of people that does comic books that can tell you every little detail or facts that you could put in a movie. I mean, you got the well right there. You could go to the water all the time. I mean, why the hell not? You have the ammunition more than anybody who's ever done a Batman movie. Because you got to remember, the Michael Keaton movies, they were good. I loved them.
Yeah. Batman Returns.
Yeah, but
classics.
Yeah, but Tim Burton never read a comic. He wasn't into comics. For the guy who's all emo and all that stuff, he thought comics was for nerds. But yet he did this movie and he just like, all right, put my little spin on it. He just thought, oh, he wears black. Matter of fact, he made him wear black. If it wasn't for Tim Burton, we wouldn't have all these variations of black costume Batmans. He started that trend because he does black everything. So it was great to see Ben Affleck as Batman, and he has a gray, like an actual comic book color.
It was very similar to what the New 52 Batsuit looks like before the Rebirth, which DC will be doing later this year. Mm-hmm. It looked very close. I mean, other than the Bat symbol being a lot larger than the comic book counterpart, it looked very close to it. And it was armored, because they shot him like 4 times and it deflected the bullets. Yeah. I thought the suit was great. The fact that the cowl, he could move his neck back and forth, just the fact that tells you how technology has, grown over the years, where the cowl, he doesn't have to do the bat turn no more. Like, all the Batmans before had to do the turn, to move around. Even to the last Batman Begins, they had to do it separate, have a neck piece and a helmet piece for the last 2 Batman movies. But this is one straight cowl, and they were able to make it easy so he can move. I love that. And then the voice, instead of that God, I could not stand the gravel voice.
Oh my God, swear to me.
Couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I love it.
That he had the
voice modulator,
the voice synthesizer.
Yeah. I love that.
Speaking of all that, can we give a round of applause to Jeremy Irons for playing Alfred, which should have been day 1 Alfred from anything, from the TV, the movies. Jesus Christ. I like this Alfred. He kind of reminds me of the Alfred that we have on Gotham, but just a little bit more badass. And it kind of more of like the Alfred that was in the Batman. Brave and Bold. No, Batman. Not Brave and Bold, but the last Batman Unlimited or Batman.
It was CGI.
Not New Adventures.
It was the CGI version, but it was right after Batman Brave and the Bold. They had it was supposed to be a darker type of tone.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to do something like that, because if you look at them, Alfred and Bruce is not that far apart in age, so. I'm trying to figure out how long ago did Alfred was like. How old was Alfred when he was with him? Was he like a teenager? His father was in charge, and then he just came in charge after.
Thing. Like, there's multiple origins for Alfred. There's him being a actor to him being a spy.
Yeah.
And his father was a servant to the Waynes. Then he died, and he became the servant to the Waynes after his dad died. So there's multiple origins for Alfred.
Yeah, I would love to see a story just Alfred by himself, like what all his little stories, behind the scenes, like when Bruce is a kid. You know what I'm saying? I would love that because he's just so mysterious, and just to see him, just a smart ass. And he's drinking alcohol while he's they're doing a patrol.
Yeah.
It's just funny. He's making little wisecracks and stuff, and I love it. Jeremy Irons was great, and I still say he's an underrated actor to this day.
I love him I still remember from when I was a kid, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh my God, yes, it is. Oh, he was great. I liked him in that movie. I really did.
And then if everyone knows, like everyone listening in Die Hard, but the one role everyone from the 90s, every child from the 90s knows Jeremy Irons from, all hail the king. From the fucking Lion King.
Yeah.
He kills Mufasa.
I remember.
Everyone knows him from that.
I remember he did Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And I was so sad when he did that. I was like, what happened, man? What happened? And I was a kid and I watched that and I was like, this is horrible. Wonder Woman was great. I thought they just threw her in there, and it's like I realized watching that she had no relation. She had no type of scene with Clark Kent throughout the whole movie before they got to that fight. Like she had that whole interaction with Bruce Wayne, but there was no interaction with her and Clark, which was like kind of odd because it's like she just showed up at the end. And then I'm like, my brain is like, hey, Bruce, you know what she looked like without the outfit. I hope this is the same girl. I hope there's not no Superman effect that she has a tiara and now you don't know who she is. I hope so, because the whole thing, I thought she was with you. Dude, you just sent her the file with the pictures of her in there. Like, I hope you realize that.
That was one of the, that was one of the lack of humors, which was one of the things that kind of made me sad. There wasn't a lot of humor in this whole movie.
No.
There was little bits here and there. But when it comes to Wonder Woman, they put her as a diplomat, which she was in the comic book. She was a diplomat from the island.
And I will say, I was pretty sorry that I was kind of against Gadot, because I just didn't think she would pull it off well.
Neither did I.
Because I saw her the Fast movie
right after Fast 5.
Yeah, and I just really, I don't see it. I didn't see it. And then just to see her mannerisms alone, when she got knocked down by this guy, Doomsday, and she had oh, really? That's it? Oh, I got you.
And she smiled and was right back into the phrase. It was like, yep, you Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman right there.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't so much of honestly, I still think they could have gotten a Gina Carrera, built person. I still think she's a little. Angel Dust. Yeah, I still think she's a little too skinny, but she had the attitude. That was enough. Yeah, and that was good.
She's not. I don't think she's too skinny. She's lean, because Wonder Woman, while she is an Amazon, you're not gonna have a lot of people she was the Young Warrior Princess in the 90s.
Yeah.
Lucy Lawless. You're not gonna have a lot of those with the acting ability to maybe help carry a franchise.
That is true.
We're gonna get on screen for the first time ever.
But Gal Gadot, she didn't really have that. She really didn't have that much either. But at the same time, hey, she was able to pull it off. But you know what? She didn't have that many lines in the first place. So. We got to see what she'll do with a full movie. That's the main thing.
We'll get I think next year.
Yeah, and they're filming it.
In Dawn of Justice, I left mankind 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were gonna see why she left in that movie.
What is it? The there's so many things they put in there, and I just like, oh my god, what are you doing? All the dream sequences, I was like, I'm a little done with this. I'm done.
I can live without him going into to see his parents,
right?
And the dad coming out. I can live without that dream. That's the one dream out of the whole thing.
Right.
I think I could have deleted from the movie because that seeing the Flash, like similar to like Flashpoint, that one kind of like, oh, what's happening here? But they sort of like, oh, you teasing motherfuckers.
You know the part that when Flash showed up. For a quick second, I really thought that was Red Hood because it was like a red kind of mask at first.
Yeah.
And then open up, I'm like, oh shit, it's Red. Oh no, it's the Flash. Okay. But then they showed you, huh?
Speaking of the Flash, like they did the teasers of Aquaman, the Flash, and Cyborg.
Okay, so the Flash part was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do know that whatever his name is, who's playing the Flash, he cut his hair for the, because it's supposed to be like later on. So, because I wasn't sure, I thought, okay, maybe the long hair would be kind of like a cool little take to it. But I'm like, at the same time, it's like,
that was irking me too.
But at the same time, I really thought they were if you're gonna do Barry Allen, I thought, okay, maybe this time around you actually put a blonde guy in there because, I love Grant Gustin, but in the comics, he's blonde. But Grant Gustin is Barry Allen, without the blonde. But I'm thinking, okay, movie-wise, you're going to try to get it right. So it's kind of left field that you get this guy. I'm like, he doesn't look... Okay, I'm lost. How does this work? But,
that was something like when they cast him, because I remember from first being a Wildfire, he's a really good actor. I will give him that.
Yeah?
Like, he's really good. But I don't see him as Barry Allen.
Right.
Barry Allen... does not have long hair,
so I don't know. I'm a little tricky. I'm a little iffy on that whole thing. I don't know. This is gonna be something, but Aquaman,
aka Roman Reigns.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that. You know what? He does look like Roman. That did look like Roman Reigns coming out of there. Like,
matter of fact, you can't unsee it now. You can't unsee that now.
No, I can't. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Honestly, now I just gotta see. Now if I see him on Raw tonight, I gotta see like him with a Triton now. Or matter of fact, I'm gonna have to like watch that scene over, like record that scene or whatever, find a video and put the Roman Reigns theme music to it, cause. Yeah, because now I can't unsee it. Now you're right. He does look like Roman Reigns. Now that you put it together, like holy crap.
And let's be clear. This is not a race thing at all.
No,
they both Samoans. Okay.
Yeah,
they're very clear.
Yeah,
they got the long hair. They got the bone structure. They both badasses.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good comparison. I did not even think about that. But I will say it was kind of creepy when the eyes glowed for a second. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's Aquaman. But it was like, okay, my whole thing, point blank, when I saw it, is like, okay, I can clearly see that he's holding his breath. Okay, now if you're gonna do a whole Aquaman movie, how are we gonna do this? Because it's underwater. Like, most of the scenes gonna be underwater. Is it gonna have to, like, how are we gonna figure this whole thing out? Like, I honestly don't know how they're gonna do that. I'm lost at that.
With technology the way it is, I'm not worried too much about it. But at the same time, you do make a valid point, because
even with the technology, with technology by itself, it could have been easier to make him look like he could breathe underwater. You could clearly see that he was holding his breath.
Yeah.
They tried to finish that scene. It wasn't like it was like average, facial expression. You could see that he's, and like trying to breathe and trying to hold his breath, and his hair is flowing and trying not to get in his way. Like, I'm trying to figure out how many times they had to do that scene because without his hair getting in the camera way or whatever, so they could look straight. I'm a little iffy about that. When it comes to the Cyborg scene,
that y'all did not have to do Victor Stone that heartless. y'all took in the comics. He's supposed to be missing a leg and an arm. They took almost everything.
He just had a torso.
Everything.
He just had a torso and a head, and that was it. Really, I mean, I was looking at that too, and honestly, it kind of looked gross to me because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, it looked like a bad scene out of a video game. Like all the other found footage things was cool, that's whatever. But when it got to that's when it kind of took me out of it. And like, okay, this looked too overly done.
We doing too much now, like and then of course at least they incorporated the mother box.
Yeah,
became a part of them. At least they did that.
Yeah,
yeah. God, y'all left that man with one arm, a chest, and like a neck. That's it.
But I wonder.
They gave him 2 arms.
But I wonder what the hell. I wonder the connection with that is like it has to be with connecting with, when the whole thing was happening with Superman in the first movie in Man of Steel. Like I hope that's the connection to make it kind of like complete in a way. So like, oh, how did you get this way? Oh, well, you and then the other dude had a fight and the building fell on me and this is what happened. Had to be some type of connection so it could be a little bit, tension and all that. The other thing, there's so many things. Oh,
there's so many things. Like you had the nightmare dream with Batman, which kind of like
that was cool.
Apocalypse.
That was kind of cool.
Then the one thing I know a lot of people are gonna be angry and butthurt about is the fact that Batman was very, very efficient with guns.
Oh, he was killing everybody.
Like, he doesn't kill and he doesn't use guns. But in this movie, he was rocking them guns and he killed a lot of people. Let's be the people in that car, they're gone. The people who were in that back of that van, gone.
My thing was like
anyone near him was either in a coma, suffered multiple broken bones, or dead. That was it.
That guy that he punched to the point that he did a headstand.
No.
I was like, oh my god, he ain't never gonna get up. He is dead. His neck is broke.
Like he does. But at the same time, this was we haven't seen Batman actually fight like Batman.
Oh my god, it was just like the game.
All you needed was little indicators above the enemies. You had an Arkham series game right there.
That was a game. Like, honestly, when I got done watching that movie, I couldn't wait to go home to play the game. I really couldn't. I really couldn't because I had to play the game. Like, if you had that game, if you got the game and you watched that movie, you had a reason to go play that game again. Even if you beat the game, you're like, I gotta go play. You want to fight? You gotta fight somebody.
I gotta be the detective again. I have to.
Yeah, you gotta go. Just fly around, pick a fight with somebody in the game.
Which, speaking of the fights, the fight between Bruce, that was Batman, and Superman.
Yeah.
Like, that was straight up comic book. He had every gadget. He had the kryptonite gun. He had the spear, which hit from DC Universe, which Lex Luthor kills Superman in the opening cinematic of the game.
Yeah. But did you see that oh shit moment though? There was.
Which one? There were so many.
Oh, okay. The best one I loved, the one I loved the most was, the oh shit one. The first one was oh shit moment where he did the gas thing to Superman, and then
he shot him with that right hand.
Yeah, and he was like, oh shit, this. Oh,
he did that right hand. It got blocked. He's like,
yeah.
At this moment, he knew
he fucked up. But no. But the best one that he fucked up was when Superman was getting.
Bruce was punching him in the face.
And yeah, and he started to get his strength back, and then that's when his face was like started to go to started to be like steel again, and he saw his glove all balled up, and that's when he looked at him, like he looked at Superman, and he was like, hold up, wait.
Like, let's talk about this.
That's what he was. It was like, hold up, we gotta talk. Wait, hold on, stop, play, time out. He did that because it was just a quick look. He was like, oh shit. It was that right there, I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. But I will say, Batman beat the holy crap out of Superman. And it's one of those things I've been saying for years and years. Batman will always be able to beat Superman, no matter what. And people always say, Superman can do this, Superman can do that. Yeah, but he can't fight.
He can fight. The only thing is Superman won't cross that line. He is a Boy Scout.
No.
He will not cross that line to kill.
But think about it. Fight-wise, you got to look at fighting style. He can't fight. He uses his powers to enhance every punch or his eye beams and stuff. Like every punch he does, he's coming from his strength because his power. But he's not going to do no kicks or no backflips or anything. He's not doing that. He doesn't have to. But you saw when he loses his power and becomes a regular, when he was fighting Batman, he was like, shit, I don't know how to fight. He got his ass whooped. Think about it. When he go to
the gym and learn.
Yeah, when he got that, the kryptonite in him, for that one moment, he was like, shit, I don't know how to fight. Because he doesn't. Batman beat the shit out of him. Like, he threw him around, he tied him up.
Yeah, he used the grappling hook, like, swung him through a
Oh my god, that showed you he can't fight, because if he was a fighter, he'd be able to do a hand-to-hand combat. That's like what I say about Flash and Arrow. Flash can, he's not a fighter. He can run fast and give you a super punch from far away, and do all little things with his speed to make you knocked out.
Hit you with like 8 million punches in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but look at Arrow. Who won out of that fight between them? Arrow did, Green Arrow. Because why? He's more tactical. He understands how to fight. He knows how to fight. And he knows, okay, if somebody's better than me who could do certain things, I gotta think out the box. I can't beat him with speed, so I gotta beat him with brains. I gotta do more. I gotta do tricks and all this to get over. And that's always gonna win over after all. And I will say, Henry Cavill, whatever, Superman, whatever.
Henry Cavill, you're right.
I just don't like him.
Really?
I don't like him. He looks... No, don't get me wrong. He looks good as Superman.
He looks like Superman. He got the square jaw.
Yeah,
he got the even like the.
But he has the personality. But he has the personality of a brick.
Have you seen A Man Called Uncle? Have you seen that yet?
No.
He was really good in that. I strongly recommend seeing that.
But see, the thing is, though, okay, he probably might be good in that, but when he's playing Superman, when he's playing one thing I was upset about, because I'm like, okay, you can play Superman, but you can't play Clark Kent. Like, Clark Kent has to be lovable. Has to be somebody that we all, relate to. He's not a perfect guy. He stumbles. He's just a goof, in a way. Henry Cavill, he was literally being Superman playing Clark. Because Clark was too serious.
I see what you're saying.
Clark,
he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't like you see Smallville. He tumbled around. Keep the grass. Yeah. So even like the original Superman movies where the late great Christopher Reeve, he was bumbling around.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like comedically bumbling around, but if he's realistic, I'm a little bit awkward. I come from a farm. I'm still
and it plays to the ability that you don't think that he will be a Superman. Like, it makes sense. Like, oh, Clark can't be Superman. He's clumsy and this and that. Even with glasses, like, yeah, I don't know. He's too clumsy. I won't think anything. But Henry Cavill, Henry playing Clark Kent, he was too stern and emo still. It was like, he still do the same thing. It's like, dude, you got to change your personality. Like,
and I love the fact that Perry, a.k.a. Lawrence Fishburne, how are you just going to have one of your reporters be missing?
Yeah.
For almost a week.
Yeah.
And just no calls, he's not fired, no reducing pay, just, what, And then he dies, or apparently dies in the battle, and it's like, he was a good man. Like, what?
You know, my thing is, like, when the hell did the newspaper get money to have a helicopter on call?
It's Metropolis. I'm not surprised they had a helicopter.
I mean, I can understand it was like a news station, but it's a newspaper. Like,
you're right. But at the same time, like, when Lois Lane came in, can I get at least, like, first class coach? Like, he's the Mr. Krabs of Metropolis. He's been saving them pennies.
I'm like, but he understands, hey, print is going out. We got to save every penny we can get. Like, you know, all this for a paper. God dang, girl. Shit, we're not even on the 10 o'clock news. Like, people throw this shit away. Like,
and that almost made me forget. Probably, really, to be honest, the most underrated person throughout this whole movie was Lex Luthor.
You liked him? I
actually did. Like, I'm okay with Jesse Eisenberg. I'm okay. Like, Zombieland, I liked him.
I love Jesse Eisenberg, but I just didn't like him in this.
Like, he mixed that right amount of genius with psychotic.
See, but why does he have to be...
multiple versions of Lex, from, like, Superman, Anime Adventures, the comic books,
you know what, and they've always been the businessman type. I will say that. They always been the business guy, you know. That's true. So he did do something different, but it was just a little too much at times. Like, I don't. Two things that got me when he started, you know, he was his little, you know, the way he started talking like in front of the crowd, and he's basically kind of talked to himself and screwing it up with the speech. And then when he told the guy he needs the body of Zod, and he took the Jolly Ranchers and put it in the guy's mouth.
Okay, that was a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little awkward, a little weird. That's still your name.
Right then and there, I was like, did y'all really have to keep that scene? Like, you could have cut it as soon as he said that and just shifted to the next scene. Like, there was a lot of cuts in this movie that didn't have to be there. Like, honestly, I think you could have took like a good percentage of those scenes out of the movie that didn't make no sense, that didn't have to be there, and honestly, it probably would have been a better movie. But they kept those scenes there, so it was just like, oh, here's this scene. We're not going to explain that at all. Oh, here's this. We're not going to explain this at all either. None of these scenes makes up for anything in the future of this movie.
The fact that they cut your Barbara Gordon from the movie, she's going to be in the
deleted scene.
DVD.
Yeah.
But I'm like, my girl Gina Malone from the Hunger Games is Barbara Gordon, which means she's Batgirl. Give me this. Give me this scene right now. I need this in my life. I love her. I need this.
And you know what? And people say, why, you know, Batman, you know, killing people and everything. I kind of feel like, why shouldn't he? Like, at a certain point, you try to keep doing good, and something happens, you're like, fuck this shit. Like, because that always been, like, the thing, like, for, like, when Jason Todd was killed.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't he? Why should he keep going on and try to, like, save, try to put away, these bad guys in jail when they're going to come out and kill again or do whatever? Hell, his own people, one of his own guys got killed by the Joker, who he over and over again kept putting away. He coming out, and what does he do? He kills his partner. Okay, right then and there, you should go crazy and just say, fuck it. That should be your breaking point. Honestly, that should be your breaking point. Because it should be, it's just like him losing his parents, like, in front of him. Like, the fact that you're this kid that you bring into your life, and into this life of heroism, and he dies because it's under your watch. This is somebody else's child, not yours. And under your watch, under your control, you put him in this situation where he can be killed. And so now you're not going to kill, you still going to do the same thing? No, you're going to try to get more results.
Yeah.
So...
Which, I love that he did that in Under the Red Hood, and they explained that even more so in some of the comics, because that's for a whole other video, but
yeah.
The Joker did some stuff that led to Jason Todd's death.
Oh yeah, I got Death in the Family I got the comic too right now. I look at it's just There was the deleted scene that had the guy from Darkseid's dude. I saw that scene that's online floating around, which is a weird scene. Yeah. But the main guy, Doomsday. Honestly, Doomsday came out of nowhere. That did not. You know what? They did not need to put that in there. Like I wish people would understand. When you do these movies, you do not have to put every freaking thing in it. No one has ever learned a damn thing from the two main movies that told you don't do it. Matter of fact, the main three movies that told you don't do that again. One was Blade Trinity. They tried to add too much into it, which was not even that bad when you compare it to X-Men Last Stand. Because they try to do way too much in that third one. That just took away from the film. And then the best one of all time. Spider-Man 3.
Oh, God. Why? Why you gotta bring that one back, man?
Because it's the main one that shows you. You do not have to put all your eggs in one basket to try to get more money. Just like Spider-Man 3. Oh, we're going to put Bane, and we're going to put Venom in it. Oh, yeah, we're going to put Sandman in it. Oh, Green Goblin's going to be in it, too. You don't need to put that many people in this movie. Let them fight one. That's what happened with the last Spider-Man movie. They put too many people in it at the end. Why do you need this? Just have Electro. Just leave it at that. No, you had to put that ugly-ass Hobgoblin in that bitch. They're no.
He wasn't that ugly.
And then also you put Rhino. Matter of fact, Rhino should have been the main protagonist in the damn movie. The main villain. You didn't put Hobgoblin in there. You could have left him for the next movie. But no, you had to do all this. And what happened? Rhino scenes gets chopped up like nothing, and nobody cares about it. He's just cutting room floor. That's what you do to Paul Giamatti, one of the best actors ever. Then you suck. So. Batman v Superman, what you gonna do? You gonna do all this shit too? That's what Avengers did, and Avengers, Age of Ultron, they added way too much to try to up the ante. Maybe sometimes you don't really need to up the ante so much. You shouldn't have to. Just keep it at a steady pace. We will love it. Don't worry.
You're gonna get our money regardless.
Yeah, you're gonna get my money. You're gonna get it. Unless you could have did the Richard Donner cut way of doing two movies at one time, back to back, and maybe you leave this guy, what is his name, the big ugly dude, the lost member of Lord of the Rings, one of those golems. You could have split that up into two movies, honestly, to get more of to understand more of what's going on. They could have done that. I feel like they could have, because the amount of time. Yeah.
My thing is the fact they had Doomsday. When we found out it was Doomsday, I'm like, my first gut reaction is no. You don't bring in Doomsday this early. Mm-hmm. Doomsday, that one character that honestly leads to the death of Superman. That's supposed to be a passing of the guard to either someone that's taking over the role as Superman, or you either ending it for a while before you come back to it or something. That's an end game almost.
The fact they did that.
For a while.
They should, and the thing is, Doomsday should have been a character in itself for another movie, not the final boss of a video game that just shows up. You need to earn Doomsday. Especially, you should make him look better than what he was looking like. The freaking.
He didn't look as bad as he first did in the
Smallville did on. Why the hell did Smallville, who didn't have the budget of that, make him look more like Darkseid than he did on the movie?
Exactly.
Smallville did it better, and they was at a low. They didn't even have the budget of that movie, but they made him look like in the comics. They did it. But they didn't do it. I don't like what they did, and then on top of that, you killed Superman off. You didn't need to do that now. One, you need to make people care about Superman. No one cared about Superman. Everybody was like, "You're not a god. We don't like him. We're scared of you." all this yada 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 stuff, and here you're gonna kill him off. It's like, no, you don't give nobody time to like him. Like, he didn't do a bunch of stuff to, like, you know, make people happy that he's around and stuff. People were still protesting. So when you kill him off, it's like, oh, well, that happened today. What else is new? You know?
Yeah, those protests. There's like, oh God, what was it? It was the courtroom scene where it was 50-50. People loved him, people hate him. And my dude just walks to the courthouse like he owns the place.
Right.
And then you had Lex that left the...
Oh, the grandma's peach. Oh, my God, yes.
I didn't understand why you posted it on Instagram. I was going to wait to see the movie, and then I saw it like...
See, I will say that one thing part that scene, that was the one part that with the I like this scene is going nowhere, whatever, and I didn't care for, and I was like, this Jesse Eisenberg, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but then I saw that scene and I was like, you clever son of a bitch, you got me, you got me. All right, you got me. You fucking got me. You son of a bitch. You got me. And that's, I mean, he has some moments where I liked him. Like, I like the scene where Jesse Eisenberg was, like, he had his long monologue at the end when he was, you know, telling telling Superman basically the whole deal. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, and Superman almost went Sam just full on vaporized, because those laser beams are that full, I'm about to end your whole life. Like, your whole family bloodline is about to go away.
And then I did think I had to pick at one part though in my brain, because it's like the comedy part of it, because when Batman put his armor on and everything, he turned on the light because Superman told him, you know, hey, you know, don't be there or something when the light comes on. Something like a little threat that he did. So he put the light up there. Superman got over there, turned the light on, ready for Superman. Now, I was thinking about the time. Okay, he's over there waiting, standing over there in the rain, because it's raining right now on that side of town. Not over there where in Metropolis, where Superman and Lex Luthor is on top of the building. Not raining one bit. And I'm like, okay. So this whole monologue that he's doing, my whole thought is like, so Batman is still over there just waiting. Just still looking up in the sky, waiting for him to show up. I'm like, and my head is like, so is he like playing the music in his head right now? Like,
never gonna give you up.
It's like, yeah. Like, I just want to see that, like, that scene, just like he's just waiting and just waiting and waiting, just like 1 hour later, and he's still waiting. Waiting. I mean, and then I'm like, if he was like, by the time Superman got there, if I was Batman, I would have been like waking up. Oh yeah, yeah, shit. Hey, yeah, I've been waiting for you. Do you bleed?
Let me brush my teeth real quick. I got more in breath. I'm gonna kick your ass in a little bit.
Give me a second. What took you so long? For a man who fly fast, you slow as fuck. You know, it was, that whole thing was funny to me. There was a lot of freaking spots in this movie that I just found annoying, and I just thought it should never be there. Like,
the way I feel about the movie, this is something I was definitely going to see with my friends, but it's something I would not have seen by myself, because I wouldn't have enjoyed all the little Easter eggs and little hints to, like, comic books past and possibly future. This is something I probably would buy, but I probably wouldn't watch by myself. It's something you definitely want to watch with friends.
Yeah, it's true. It's like I don't know, this movie. I really have.
I like it way more than Man of Steel. I like Man of Steel. I still have it on DVD. I still watch it.
You know,
this was a much better than Man of Steel, in my opinion.
I still didn't really care for Man of Steel that well. I tried to like it. I like some of the elements, but they, like, even in this, like, they rushed things. Like, even the death of Superman, they really didn't have to kill Superman. Honestly, they should have had a moment where you could appreciate Superman, and he has a team, and then he dies. Because really, the Justice League should have been around at the funeral, doing that thing like they did in the comic books. You know, all the team members are around him, or around his, you know, his grave, and you know, mourning his death. You know, because he's a big part of their team. He's the main guy. So it's like that's their leader. He's gone. You know, that's when you get all the heroes, and they're, you know, feeling that moment. That's when you feel it. Like, but there was none of that. You know, you couldn't get that. It was
you only got two people now starting to form the team.
Yeah, and then you like, oh, I need you to find these people. Why? I feel something's going to happen. That type of thing. Like, are we doing Avengers now? What the fuck? And then on top, one of the main things is like, do we really, really, really have to replay the death of Jonathan and Martha Wayne in every movie for Batman?
Jonathan and Martha Wayne. When is Jonathan and Martha Wayne parents of Bruce, my dude?
Huh?
You said Jonathan and Martha Wayne.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne in the beginning.
That's
the death scene. Like
Thomas Wayne. It's Thomas Wayne.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Thomas. Oh, you know what, matter of fact.
I'm like, why you wait?
You know what? I'm thinking of. You know what? I'm thinking of Clark Kent's parents at the same time. Damn you, Martha. What? All right, two things before we're over. That the scene with the parents, with Bruce Wayne parents once again getting played over again. You really didn't have to do that. It's like the Spider-Man thing. We really don't have to see Spider-Man get bit by a spider to know who he is. It's been over with. We know how he gets his powers. We know how Batman parents die. Like, people know how his parents die before they know about their own people dying. It's just like, we know. Oh, how did Batman parents die? Oh, they went out of a movie theater and they got shot. You know,
that's one of the things, like, comic book that's like a guarantee. Uncle Ben's always going to be dead.
Yep.
Bruce Wayne's parents are always going to die.
Exactly.
Like, that's like a guarantee in like almost every comic book.
And I'm tired of seeing Uncle Ben die. God dang it.
Which you're not going to see, at least in the new Spider-Man movie. He's going to already be dead.
I hope. Yeah, please just let that pass. Just mention it on the way. Oh, what happened to your parents? Oh, we don't know. What happened to your uncle? Oh, he died. You know, something like that. On the way passing to, you know, to the next mission, something like that. The big thing of the whole Martha backtrack, I will say I was surprised to see the guy who played the comedian as Bruce Wayne's dad and the chick from Walking Dead as Martha. That was cool.
Yeah.
I was like, and they're both on Walking Dead now. Cause he's
AKA Negan now.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's the Walking Dead! And like, I had that moment. I was like, oh, I freaked out for a moment. But the whole thing with Martha, when he died, you know, and I was like, holy crap, that's pretty cool. But once again, I'm tired of this shit. But then you see that they use that over again later on, and to make, you know, when Bruce Wayne is almost kicking, you know, about to kill Clark Kent. I mean, well, Superman.
Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that?
Because that's his mama, damn it.
Bruce, was that a trigger? Is that a trigger, Bruce?
Did you see the what is it? The new memes of it? Like, what's your mother's name? Hold. That's Martha.
So you get friends?
Yeah, right. And another one was like, wait, what's your mother's name? And you see Wonder Woman picture like, for fuck's sake. like I love it. Like, it's true. It's like, oh my god. But they I will say that the Lois Lane. I meant to say about Lois Lane earlier that the actress that plays her, Amy Adams, she's good in other movies and stuff. But honestly, to me, she's just not a Lois Lane to me. Like, I didn't dig her as a Lois Lane, even in the first movie.
I'm indifferent to her. I've never really cared for Lois Lane, so they could have cast what's her name? Beth Spears from Two Broke Girls as Lois Lane. Just gave her red hair. I probably wouldn't have cared.
But yeah, probably. But it's just like, I feel like even in this movie, she just was just conveniently in every area where they needed somebody to be. And honestly, I just felt that she was annoying. And then the fact that the main thing, they used the whole thing about, oh, Superman, you know, went crazy because Lois died or something, is that it makes me realize, like, hold up. Why are you so emo? Dude, you grew up with a good family, on a farm, you have superpowers. Why are you so pussy whooped? and why is she the only one, the only thing that makes you go crazy? Dude, you have a mom. Like, you don't go that crazy when she's in trouble. Like,
well, he almost did when he was on top of the airport, helicopter pad with Lex.
But yeah,
throwing the pictures at him.
But yeah, but I'm saying, like, when, like, he could hear, like, you didn't hear mom getting taken away when she got kidnapped, but you hear when Lois Lane, who's in a whole other country, is calling your name. Dude, you have selective hearing. Honestly, I think that's selective hearing.
You're not wrong, because he heard her, like, pounding under the rubble.
Dude, underwater. Man, she didn't even have the air to say anything. He just like, I know her heartbeat. Lois. Dude, don't you know your mother's? Like, your mom's heartbeat. Like, dude.
It's like the dumb. Shut up, Superman.
Yeah, like, come on. It's like, come on. Stop being so pussy whooped. Like, that honestly just... Like, I thought Superman... Well, why do every superhero gotta be feeling bad about their superpowers? Why? Why you gotta be so emo? You should never be ashamed of your powers. Like, you're a superhero. Oh, I gotta save the world, but you guys don't know what it's like to be me. I live a dark world.
I wish I knew. Please, tell me.
Exactly.
Tell me, 'cause I have a torn up ankle right now. I would love for it to regenerate and heal, but I can't.
I want to see through walls. I want to fly. You think I want to take the bus?
I'm bleeding.
Exactly. You think I could? You think I want to take the bus to work? You think I want to go? You mean to tell me I could fly and save me some money on flyer miles? I could get to anybody at one time. Dude, are you serious? Oh, like you could hit to that sonic boom at 1 second. Dude, and now you're sad. I could trade places with you any day, please. Let me. Like, and what your only weakness is something that only rich people can afford. That happens to be your bad guy, your supervillain, who honestly you could probably just kill before they even pick the damn rock up.
Right, like it gets to the point, like just maybe you can go set the speed of light, go in, snap his neck, and leave.
Dude, you can hide
like 8 million times.
You can hide the body on the moon. Who's gonna find it? Nobody. It's on the other side of the moon. Where's Lex Luthor? I don't know. Go look for him.
I saw him in the office this morning, but then he just disappeared.
Like, dude.
Like 18 years later, they find Lex on the moon, just like floating there.
Yeah, for real. I mean, honestly, it's just like, you should not be sad at all. Honestly, no. You stop it. Just stop it. Please. Just stop it. Like,
you would slap him, but you just break your hand.
Exactly. He's just, oh, gosh. So, before we go, what do you think about the movie? Like, what's your scale? 1 to 10. What do you think?
I gave Man of Steel, like, a 7.2. So I'll definitely give this like at least a 7.8 overall. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I loved, the interaction between Batman and Superman. I loved the introduction of Wonder Woman. The costumes looked great. It was a direct sequel. I mean, the dislikes, there wasn't a lot of humor. This movie was too damn long.
Yeah.
We tried too many things. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they tried, but there could have been other ways we could have done this.
Right.
Overall, if I had to say either buy, rent, or pass, I would definitely probably buy it just to have it in my collection.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I thought the last part was pretty cool. I guess that was the last half hour of my life. It was a little too long on everything else, like the setups and everything. So, they were trying too hard with setting up everything for something that didn't really pay off. I really thought they could have ended a few parts, like took a little parts off here and there, and it would have ended the movie perfectly. But every time it's just bad when you're watching the movie and you think, oh, it's over now, right? Oh no, it's still going. Oh, it's over. It's about to be over. Oh, it's still going. They're still doing something dumb. Here we go. It's like I can't. No. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, my camera kind of died on the last bit of the recording. But to finish up what I was saying, if I can remember, is basically, I mean, the movie was, I guess for whoever watches it, you're going to get something out of it. For me, I mean, I just felt they could have done a little bit better with the movie, especially in that time frame. If you want to try to fit everything in, they should have waited, especially when it came to the Justice League stuff. The best thing, I'd say, if you want to watch a movie with Justice League, I would say watch Justice League Gods and Monsters. I think that's the title, but it's just the newer version of the New 52 group of Justice League. It is just like way better, and they fit that, I think, within an hour time frame, and you got so much more out of that movie than you would in this, or even in the Justice League movie when they ever come out. I would definitely, just like Brian said, I would rent it. This is something I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't spend money on because this one is way too long. I would definitely, matter of fact, I would probably wait. Actually, for myself, I would wait till it comes out on HBO or Netflix or whatnot, whatever the case may be. Because honestly, it's something I would not, I'm not gonna rush to buy this movie on DVD. I will actually take me some time if I see it on box set or something. But to each his own. Thank you so much to Brian for doing this video. This actually was supposed to be put out on Tuesday. Now it's going to be put out on Thursday. Our WrestleMania review will be put out on Tuesday now because the technical difficulties. Hopefully by the end of summer, my videos will be a lot better with the visuals and me doing more of these little podcast type things and trying to see how to feel to get into that world, because I really do miss doing radio like I did a few years ago back when I was younger. But thanks again once again to Brian from Geek, Squire. I will put down the links in the description area for where you could go and reach Geek, Squire and see all the wonderful videos that he has with his team. They do a lot of reviews with Arrow and The Flash and movie reviews like this. These guys are really good channel. Brian's a really good guy, and I thank him again for this and for the future video with the WrestleMania that you will hear later on. But once again, thanks you guys for listening. This is Awkward, and I'm out. What's going on, everybody? This is Awkward, and I got my buddy here, Brian, from Geek Squire.